Right, Mike, what are we doing?
Hell yeah. We are doing Formula One. Rotarian style.
Here's a concept that everyone who's entering the raw food world should understand. If you don't understand this, you will by the end of this video, and if you do understand it by the end of this video, please share this video with someone who could benefit from this information. This is an important concept to realize because if you're wondering why it is that you're so hungry all the time, it's probably because you haven't done this diet long enough in order to be able to fit in the calories necessary. When you eat a bowl of rice, the bowl of rice is about yay big for about 1,000 calories. You can fit a large amount of calories in a small amount of space. With cooked food, just something simple as potatoes or rice, you can fit 1,000 calories in a very small space. Your stomach, when you eat the food, goes down your throat, goes down your intestines and into your stomach. Your stomach only needs to expand to about this big to fit all that rice in. And that's 1,000 calories. When I eat this dragon fruit, my stomach has to expand to get at least this big. And it's only gonna be getting 100 calories from the dragon fruit. But when I eat this much rice, I'm gonna be getting 600 calories. But not many people can relate to eating a dragon fruit. So we'll use something more like an orange. 75 calories in this orange. If you cut this orange in half and use it as a bowl and take the flesh out and fill it with rice, you can pack at least 400 calories in this thing. Just pure rice. Smash it in there, nice and dense. So when you eat an orange, your stomach has to expand this big and it's only gonna get 75 calories. So if you wanna get 400 calories, you have to eat 5 of these at least. So to get the same amount of calories as the rice, you'd have to eat 4 times the amount in terms of volume. So it would take up 4 times as much space in your stomach. If I'm a swimmer, a triathlete, and I swim a lot, I really only need to be able to stretch this far above my head in order to get that nice pull on the water, right? This far up. So when most people eat the cooked food, the stomach only needs to expand this big to fit in all the calories. But now I've entered gymnastics. Now you enter fruitarianism. When I enter gymnastics, I have to be able to stretch like this far, and I can't really do that well. Clearly, look at my face. Like it's like, oh my god, like people stretch way back there. Ballerinas can be like, boom, like all the way back, like crazy amount, because it's necessary for them to do that. But I can't really do that without hurting myself. And I physically can't even do that. Like I can't get it all the way. Gee, what was that? I physically can't get it all the way back. Like I just legit cannot get it back yet because I haven't stretched it enough. Once I stretch it enough, you know that in a relatively short period of time, let's say 2 to 3 months, I'd be able to get it all the way back there. And I'm talking like back there type thing without having to move my body. So when you're eating a fruitarian diet, instead of your stomach having to expand this big like it always does on cooked food, because the fruit takes up so much more space to get the same amount of calories, your stomach has to be able to expand like this much. Which is why, what time is it now? It's about 8 o'clock. So that's my stomach right now. It's 8 p.m. It's massive, right? It's just full of fruit from all the day. This is what you need to be able to get to. But when I wake up in the morning, it's gonna be like flatter than that, man. It'll just be like flat. So once you can start going to bed like Buddha, you can then wake up like Gandhi. But you've got to give yourself time. You've got to give yourself 2 or 3 months to really expand that stomach. So this is why so many people say, Ted, I can eat all this fruit, but then I get hungry right after. It's because your stomach can't fit in as much fruit as I can fit in. It's because your stomach, because you're relatively new to this, cannot fit in as much calories as a seasoned fruitarian can. The longer you're on this diet, the easier it's gonna be to feel satiated and go all day without feeling that hunger. I hang around a lot of cooked fooders here in Thailand, and I hang around a lot of raw fooders in Thailand. The biggest difference between hanging out with a cooked fooder and hanging out with a raw fooder is that a cooked fooder often talks about food so much more. They talk about how much they wanna eat it, they're talking about how much they're looking forward to dinner, and they're just saying, I gotta eat now, I gotta go, see you later. The fruitarians, all they're eating is water anyway. And orange is like 95% water, dragon fruit's like 98% water. Like all we're eating is water all day long anyway, so we never really have that hunger. Yeah, we have a need for sugar, so we might feel a bit like zzz when we haven't had enough calories, but we never feel that emptiness that a cooked fooder feels, because we're always empty. It's just water going through us. It's just water, little bits of sugar, little bits of fiber, the rest is just water. We just piss it out. Cooked fooder though, man, the poops I used to take on a cooked food diet, my poops were big, man. There's a lot of stuff in there, it's keeping me stuffed full. That's a big difference, but this is an important concept to realize, because if you're wondering why it is that you're so hungry all the time, it's probably because you haven't done this diet long enough in order to be able to fit in the calories necessary. Again, fruit takes up a lot more space than rice, and you're getting a lot less calories from it than you would from rice and potatoes. So if you're eating rice and potatoes, your stomach only needs to grow this big to fit enough calories in. When you're eating a fruitarian diet per meal, your stomach has to grow like this big to fit in the same amount of calories.
Fruitarian, living lifestyle, learn about the benefits and start now. Eating from the vine and feeling divine. Fruit living with nature's design.
That's the craziest thing I think I ever did, man.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Oh, I'm shaking. I think I'm gonna throw up.
I got like permanent butterflies.